What's up, guys? How is everyone today? I wanted to kind of start after this daily close and see how it closes. And it looks like we closed below the 50 EMA. I would have much rather seen it close above or the 55 EMA, but it still actually looks like a pretty good candle. I do believe, and that's why I titled it this, we are all looking at a life-changing opportunity. And I know a lot of people are getting bearish, calling for a lot lower lows in here. Just want to keep in mind, guys, keep an eye on this in the bigger time frames. I mean, look at the weekly. It's still parabolic, guys. It is still a huge bull run. Don't see any reason to be getting distracted with all the FUD, all the crap. I do want to point out the thick white trend line I have here from all these resistance points all the way up. When we broke through, came back down, retested it, and we've been above it ever since. I am going to move this up now a little bit because it's still possible for us to retest this white trend line. So right now 9,650 is where that lands on it. I do expect that to hold. If it doesn't, then we're looking at the 86. And as you guys probably know, if you watch other YouTubers, they've been calling for as low as the 7,000 range, which would be the bottom of this bull flag. I don't think we'll go that low, but even if we did, I think there would be a huge bounce from there. But honestly, I think we're going up from this area, even though I do believe we could possibly come back down and touch this $96 area. I know a lot of people are looking at this as a triangle. I do not see it as a triangle up here. I do see this as a bull flag. And if you watched my video this morning, how these are counted on an Elliott wave structure is A, B, C, D, and E a lot of the times does not go all the way down to the bottom before it shoots up. So that's what I'm looking at. And you guys know my targets from there. The first target, depending on where we break this top trend line of the bull flag, would be around 15.5. That would just be looking at this as a falling wedge. The next one would be looking at this shorter flagpole. That one is up to the 1800 range. And the other one measuring this whole move as the flagpole, putting that up there gets us to the 21,000 range. So I am steering more towards obviously the bullish scenario, because I honestly don't see us falling below this 9,600. But if we do, that's not end of the world. Like I said, I wouldn't become bearish unless we broke the bottom of this bull flag. So that's what I'm looking at there. Look at the RSI real quick, and then we'll get into the chat. And as you guys know, looking at the daily here, I had this broadening channel drawn here. We've had a triple bottom on the RSI. And if we look at the RSI compared to the price action, we're getting higher lows in the price action and running straight across in the RSI. That's bullish divergence. Let me look at going to the 4-hour real quick. That's the target I had there this morning, 10,724. I still believe most likely we're going to head there. And reason being, we broke out of this wedge, came up, got resistance at the 55 EMA, came back down, tested it right here with a wick. I do believe we continue up from here. We'll probably get some resistance right at this 10,560 area. And then again at the 10,600 area, which would be around the 200 EMA in the 4-hour. Let's look at the RSI. RSI is not really showing any divergence or anything right now, except for right here where it was a even in the price action and bullish divergence back here. So I still believe we have more upward momentum here, guys. And then if you look here, I have this falling broadening wedge. If we are to pop up, hit this target, I do believe we come back down to test the top of the wedge, and if we continue up from there, break the top of this bull flag, then we continue up to this being the measure move of the break there, the width of the wedge to where we break out. And again, we'll get a more accurate target once we find out where we break, but that will get us around the 13.4 range. So and as you guys know, and if you don't know, if you're new here, don't forget to smash the likes, guys. I want to show you my end of the year target and why. This is the Bitcoin daily versus the gold weekly chart. And if you believe in patterns, a pattern is a pattern. Thanks, Boston. Appreciate that, man. Good looking out. Yeah, I really truly believe this is happening. If you look at what's happening in the traditional markets, like the Dow today going down, and if you guys have been watching what I've been talking about on gold, and I was saying a weekly close, and we still haven't had one, a weekly open and close above this trend line here where we've broken out. That's my I guess my indicator that the Dow is in a recession, in my opinion. So obviously this isn't trading advice, but that is my thoughts on it. So, but anyway, that's why I have the 46,000 by the end of the year target, and I do believe that's still possible. I do want to point out there has been people saying that they don't see how it's going to happen, and obviously those are probably new people. If you look back here, this was, well, we'll start right here. We were at 5,500 November 15th of 2017. We reached our peak on December 17th, 2016, $20,000. That's almost a $15,000 move, guys. 300% in 3 weeks. So anyways, how's everyone doing? What's up, Anthony? Fritz, Boston. Renee said the guy with the rings is very bearish. Makes me feel depressing. He's just a guy with rings that he moves. That's all. Thanks again, Boston. Damn. Yeah, guys, make sure you smash the like buttons and check out the affiliate links below the video. If you want to play with leverage trading or any of that, I have some exchange links that give you some bonuses when you sign up for them. Also, Ledger Link, get yourself a ledger, get your cryptos off the exchanges if you're not trading them. Not your keys, not your crypto. And check out Brave Browser. That's the browser I use. Definitely a great browser. You don't have to watch all the commercials if you don't like watching YouTube commercials and having other pop-ups. What's up, Fast Eddie? He's Sonic the Hedgehog with all those rings. If you draw 50 rings anywhere on a chart with things going up and down and sideways, they are gonna touch. RSI on the daily. Yeah, the RSI on the daily looks good, but like I said, we could come back down and retest it, and I believe that would be around that 96.50 range. But there's nothing saying we have to, obviously. This would be the more bearish case scenario, coming down and touching this range. I don't see it happening, honestly. Let's look at the weekly RSI over here. And as you guys know, I've been watching this, and this is eerily similar. This was back in 2015 and 2016. This is where we're at now. And This is 2017 bull run. This was the 2013 bull run. As you can see how similar that is and why I believe we're right in this area here. Very interesting. But yeah, just like I was saying, that gold, if you guys belong to the Discord, you've seen it this morning. If not, this morning in the Discord, I put on there that the gold was rising, that I thought Dow was going to have a bad day, and that's exactly what happened. I think Dow was down, I'm not sure, 500 or 600 points, something like that. What's up, Alan? Hey, Crypto Savvy, why haven't you verified your Brave browsers so I can donate? Yeah, it's verified. I'm a verified user in there, verified, whatever they call it. Yeah, you should be able to donate. I get donations every month. They give me my donation, so it's in there. What's up, Cindy? Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it, man. But yes, anyways, with all the FUD and that, guys, so many people are looking at smaller time frames and starting to call crazy calls. And I heard some people today talking. Another thing I wanted to point out is the volume. Whenever you're in a formation like this, the volume declines. Look at the volume. And I mean, the volume is just declining to almost nothing. You know, this could go on till the middle of December or so. I don't think it's going to be that long. I think we may get a big move, whether it be a breakdown from here or up, possibly this weekend or early next week. The EMAs are actually, they were looking like they wanted to cross here, and they still could. If we see this red one right here, the 8 cross the 55, that might be bearish and start bringing it down. We should know that pretty quick. How's the 4 hour for the EMAs? Are still turning up in the 4 hour. Actually looks kind of pretty bullish. Might wake up, have one of those 3 in the morning jumps up to the 10.7 area, maybe even sooner. Thoughts on Litecoin today? Check it out. Litecoin. So here's what I had from the video this morning, and then we'll go into the RSI here in a minute. Let's look at the daily. All right, go back to the 4 hour. All right, so the 4 hour, I had this $64 range as the absolute low. I still think that's the absolute low, but nothing saying we have to go down to there. But I did do this measured move this morning from the break of this falling channel, where we broke out. Actually, we broke out a little sooner than I thought we were going to. That gets us up to about the $86 range, which also lines up with the 200 EMA on the 4 hour. So I do believe we're most likely headed up this way, guys. EMAs are turning up right here, looking bullish. How are we looking on the 1 hour? 1 hour they already crossed, pretty bullish. As long as we can stay above these, the EMAs work a lot like the I don't remember what it's called, the whatever band people use, but I use actual EMAs, and they're Fibonacci numbers, so that's why I use them. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good, guys, for Litecoin and Bitcoin. I know that's a high target, and that's not to say we shoot straight up, guys, all in one candle. Not gonna happen. This could be, you know, a drawn out process for another week or so. But yeah, I think everything looks pretty damn good. Thanks, Satoshi Nakafomo. Appreciate it, man. Big boys are starting to pour into gold. Should also equate to crypto. Get out of the stock market. Yeah, I think the stock market, even though, like I said, it would be, here's the Dow right here. But like I said, even though it would be, So choppy. Even though we'd be in a recession, it doesn't mean that it just straight plummets, guys. It could be a while, and I'm sure they'll prop it back up here and there, just like they have been here. I think that's all part of their game to get people to buy back in, and then they're selling on top of you. The dollar's falling to shit, man. They're selling into your pumps, and they're probably buying into gold, and I believe they will be buying into Bitcoin. Some big money will be buying into. We'll see. Daniel, no, I don't follow Ethereum. Anthony said slow roll for a few weeks. Cindy Hardy said I'm trying to donate. I don't know how. What are you trying to donate on? Brave Browser, or there's some you can donate with cash too on here with the super chat. Just hit the little money sign by the chat. Don't forget to hit the likes, guys. Satoshi Nakafumo, do you agree that BTC is a correction with S&P 500 but not with gold, as all people are sure? Oh, is in correlation? I don't think. It's weird. You can watch the stock market, and some days it's in correlation, some days it's not. Obviously today was with gold and against the Dow. I don't really watch the S&P. I watch the Dow Jones. So yeah, and I have these measured moves on gold too, and I'll go over that real quick. It would be the same either way. Looking at this as a triangle here that it broke out of. The breakout of the triangle gets gold to 1675. Breakout of the channel, the target is 1837. It'll be pretty interesting to I really want to see a close above this trend line, a weekly close, and we may just get that this week. That'd be ideal. This is getting interesting. I'm sure we'll get more resistance right here. I believe a move up will come once we break the 10,480 range. So keep an eye out for that. Connor said Dow is a better representation of the whole market. Yeah, I do believe so. We're in a clown world. Nothing's real. That all goes back to show me the charts, I'll tell you the news, like the thing with the gold. You can see we had this resistance since back in June of 2016. We just broke it, 3 years later, over 3 years. So that's a pretty heavy resistance right there. And that's drawn off of this trend line here making the channel. So yeah, that's a heavy resistance, and that's why I think big money is starting to pour back in gold, and they're pulling it out of the stock market. And this is a huge notification right here. I believe that's confirmation. If we have this close and we remain, this starts to be support for us at the top of this channel. Definitely looking at that. Also, a reason I think this move down could possibly be done, take a measured move of this rising wedge here in blue, and I'm going to take that off here in a minute. But if we take the measured move off of that to where we broke down, that lines up almost perfectly, guys, right here with the low. So that move could definitely be done, but we'll see. And I'm going to get rid of these now to clean up the chart a little bit. Rid of those measured moves. You know what? I'm going to put this one back on there because I do want to look at one more thing for the bearish case scenario. That would be if we were to break back down past this, which I highly doubt. That gets us around the 9,400 range. So many people are calling for the 8,500, between the 72 and 8,500. I don't know. That's I heard some people saying everybody was bullish. I don't think everyone's bullish because everybody's waiting to buy down here. So if we blow up through here and we cross this, all these people that are waiting to buy down here are going to FOMO in up here, and that's going to get us our, continuation of our bull run here. All this is a consolidation, reaccumulation range. All it is, in my opinion. Like I said, anywhere in this green is a tough trading zone if you're trying to day trade it or whatnot. You guys know I don't day trade. But yeah, there's not going to be no huge move until we break the top of this or the bottom of this, but I don't see us breaking the bottom. Brian Wallace said, I think the markets will bounce back a little on Monday and then go down lower, but Bitcoin will stay steady. It's possible. Satoshi Nakamoto, the only people getting rich on exchange tokens are the creators and sellers. There are way too many people selling shovels, but nobody actually digging for gold. Good analogy. DJ Prod, 20K by the end of the year. Definitely, probably more. I'm still sticking with the 46,000 call. Fritz Lang, way too easy to pull off scams. This whole market is full of scams, man. Full of them. Especially the YouTube guys that are selling their VIPs and their shit programs and getting rich off of people buying their programs. They're not getting rich off of trading, guys. I don't think they're that good at traders to begin with. I've watched some videos and some reviews on them and didn't find any good ones. Anthony M said G7 next week. Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. I mean, they're talking about it. What was that? Nice friend. So if you guys would make sure your notifications on. A few people got a hold of me and said they didn't get notified when my videos posted the last couple days. So definitely check and make sure your notification bell is on. Lee Toad, can I just say that I find the crypto course sellers as bad as Twitter scammers? Yeah, man, they're just scammers. I mean, they're taking people's money. Honestly, especially the guys with the discords that you pay for. If you go into, we have a free Discord, check it out. There's a lot of people in there that trade, all different skill levels. It's the same thing. It's people showing each other their trades, what they're looking at. Join it, check it out. It's totally free. We don't scam people. We don't ask for money. It's a great Discord, awesome community. There's plenty of different rooms. If you don't want to trade, you just want to talk crypto. I mean, we even have fishing rooms. I mean, different stuff, but it's a good group of people in there. Dan T asks, does anyone own at least one Bitcoin? Dude, I got that on eBay. Said, how'd you learn to trade crypto? By just free information all over the internet and getting in different chats where people were charting different ways and trying different things. I started out doing the Elliott wave theory, and then I got into Wyckoff method and kind of did a mixture of it all and came up with my own. That's pretty much how I did it. Everybody's different, so one style is not going to work for everybody. It all depends on your situation, how much money you're playing with, how much money you're willing to lose. main thing about trading is risk management. That's the whole thing. Nobody wins every trade. You got to have risk management and keep your losses down. That's the whole thing. Learn how to set stop losses. Learn how to wait for a trade to come to you instead of trying to make trades. Mr. Gonzalez said, respect the bear and respect the bull. Any favorite books on trading? There's some there's some free info on, like, you can look up stuff on Elliott Wave. I don't really like Elliott Wave for prediction. It's good in hindsight, but in prediction, it's just the same as any other. You know, it's yeah, it is what it is. But there's some PDF files. There's full PDF files on both Elliott Wave theory and Wyckoff method. Thanks, Cindy. Appreciate it. You figured it out. Thanks a lot. I appreciate the tips. Everyone here hold Bitcoin. Nice job, Cindy. I do not have a yearly chart. You're talking about Bitcoin, Anthony? No, I don't have it in there. I could set that up, though. That's definitely crazy bullish. Up or down tonight? If that's a comment, yeah, you're right. Up or down tonight. The areas to watch. Watch this top of this trend line right here for, and that's around the, on this 4 hour would be around the 10,300, 10,315 range. If we drop below that, we would be looking for support at 10,230. That breaks, then we're probably headed down towards this 96. If we break up past this 10,480 range, then we're moving up to this 10,700 target. DJ Prod, hey Savvy, what do you say about the Nakamoto reveal? I had talked about that the first day in the Discord. If it was Satoshi, that's not how he would reveal himself, for one thing. And if he was going to reveal himself, he wouldn't have waited this long. We're never going to know who Satoshi Nakamoto is. Whether it be a group or who knows. Could be the government, for all anyone knows. Craig Jenkins, do you hold BTC, Craig? Yes, I hold Bitcoin and Litecoin. I do not trade my physical coins. I trade leverage on Kraken. And with my profits, I just buy more. Yeah, I'm stacking up for the bull run. I think this is going to be huge and life-changing. That's what I've been preaching, and I truly believe it. And all the people that are trading their physical coins and they keep losing trades and they end up buying higher, having less coins, are going to be pissed all the way off when we end this year 40 plus. TA, so do you ever short? No, I do not short in a bull market. In a bear market, yeah, I'll short. If you play low leverage, it's kind of, you got a lot more room to be wrong in small moves, longing in a bull market. Christian, hey, what's up, Nap? Alan Ellis said the Rothschilds. Could be, man. Who knows? Even if it was the government or Rothschilds, I'd still want to own some, because once it gets up super high and they're loaning it and shit just like banks, you're screwed. But if you own some, you're good. Anthony said, just think there's future whales here right now, right? TX Ripper said, I only buy Bitcoin. Why own anything else? My honest opinion is just my opinion. I do believe that Litecoin's the silver to Bitcoin's gold. I do believe Bitcoin's going to be a store of value. It's, I know everybody's saying the Lightning Network, and they're going to, you'll be able to do speedy transactions with Bitcoin, whatnot. I don't believe that's what's going to happen. I really, bigger purchases or bigger, trades of money, Bitcoin, yes. But I think Litecoin is most likely going to be a currency to buy your everyday stuff. I really, truly believe that. Feener's Jewel. Think about it. How do you send money to agent that aren't really supposed to be there? How do you ask for more funding for ops that you aren't supposed to be doing? I'm not sure I follow along with what you're talking about. Chris Sobe, where do you see yourself in 5 years related to crypto? I don't know, maybe off the map. I have no idea where I'll be in 5 years with crypto. I know I'll still be holding. What's up, Johnny Jones? I'm going to go into the smaller time frame and just kind of keep an eye on what's going on with Bitcoin, right? Going to the 1 hour. Pretty interesting. The AEMA looks like this next 1 hour candle, it will be crossing the 200 EMA, which will be bullish if it ticks up there. I got Dunkin' Donuts today and paid with Litecoin. Sweet. Nice job, Anthony. Crypto Kitty, I only listen to him for Bitcoin information. This, I am just there for all the noise. What's up, Spa? Hi, Savvy. Good to see you, brother. Haven't had time to check in on a regular. Thanks for the dedication. Thanks for this support, brother. What's up, Henry? Welcome. Spend an app you can pay with cryptos. Yeah, I need to get that. I need to download that and start using it. Fritz said, it's good to listen to all noise. I hate noise. It screws up your thought process, man. Henry said, when are they crossing? Well, it's not a guarantee that they cross yet, but in the next hour, if this closes above the 200 EMA, it'll most likely tick up, and it may cross here within the next hour, maybe 2 hours. But if not, that's a good tail if we're going up or down. If this AEMA curls over, then we're looking at the lower targets. But like I said, we could just come down and retest this one more time. But if we fell below that 10,315 range, then I would be looking towards the 55 EMA for support, and that would be around the 10,250. If that breaks, like I said, guys, if this bottom line here breaks, I believe we're headed down to the 96.50 range. But we'll have to see. What's up, Right Brain? David said, I hope Bitcoin drops so I can buy half a Bitcoin. Yeah, I hold my Bitcoin offline too. Well, I keep them at a hard wallet. You know, your Bitcoin's never really offline. Just your key is. I do think everybody should try to own at least one Bitcoin. Dollar cost average, Right Brain said. That's definitely the safest way, guys. Trading, you know, unless you have good risk management, trading will just eat your pockets out. For everybody winning anything or, you know, winning their trades, somebody's losing. JDH said, I think Litecoin serves better as a currency. Exactly. So do I. Henry said, we need to talk, brother. I don't understand the wallet thing. Yeah, I'll talk to you when I get a chance. Or, you know, in the Discord, you know, a lot of people in there help out big time. TA said, is it me or channel offline? Something wrong with the channel? Anthony used Trezor. I use Ledger. I've never tried Trezor. I've heard good things about both, so I like Ledger. Crypto geezers. I bought weed with Litecoin. Nice. Bart, you think it's gonna be a Bart, Anthony? We'll see. Possible. What are your thoughts on the Trust Wallet? I have no opinion on it. I've not looked into it at all. I don't want to give you some opinion and act like I know what I'm talking about when I have no idea about the Trust Wallet. Right Brain said I bought Freedom with Bitcoin. Right on. Yeah, it looks like we may be headed down towards the 10,350 range. See if we get a bounce off the 55 EMA on the 15-minute. Any thoughts on Ethereum Classic? Nope, I have no thoughts on it, man. David said, I'm in an investing platform, 2.4% a day, 90-day investment, big money. Yeah. David Watts said it could go either way at this point. Yeah, it's possible to go either way. You know, it could erase this whole move and come back down here. Like I said, as long as it stays above these two trend lines, this one being the first line of support, this one being the second, I think we're good to go. And this could end up being something. What the hell? Why is that not straight? Going to could it be something like this? Possibly. Could be looking at that channel going up. Change the color of this line. Let me. Yeah, so we come all the way sideways back over here, then up. Who knows? Let's see what happens. Bobby Crypto said we need to do higher highs. We do. We got to work our way up to higher highs, though. It's not going to be one big green candle. I remember when I first started trading, I used to stare at the charts, and every little up and down, I would get so paranoid. But guys, if you just zoom out, it's not that scary at all. All that movement we were looking at within this little tiny candle here. Nothing. Nothing. You know, one thing that I guess could be possible is a huge wick. You know, it'd have to be pretty big, but it's definitely possible in crypto. But like we had this big drop here from that 8,000 all the way down to 6,600. It was just a huge fast wick. If we go into a smaller time frame, and to try to catch something like that's gonna be near impossible. Where the hell was it? Yeah, right here. Look at it in the hourly. Damn it, why does that keep moving up? You see that? This hourly candle was a 7,500 all the way down to 6,600 in an hour. So I believe if we do get those lower lows over there, I think that's going to end up being a huge wick with all the people waiting to buy down there. But I honestly don't think it's going to give them a chance to buy way down there. There aren't many live streams on how to use Bitcoin, just TA. What do you mean on how to use Bitcoin? How much time does a wick stand for? Like how fast it happened? The wick just means it went down to a certain point and then up. It all depends on, you know, what time frame you're looking at. Like this, I'm looking at the 4 hours. So this candle right here was in a 4 hour range. It went from it opened at 11,463, went all the way down to 11,090, and then closed all the way up at 11,330. Thanks for the tip, William. Appreciate it, man. Dan T, I loaded up at the $3,000 range. Yeah, I did too. That's when I first started making videos. When I was telling people I thought that was the bottom. I had another chat group I belonged to that I was in there, and I was telling them all, you know, they should buy now. If they didn't, and it did rise, how shitty would they feel? And I mean, look at where we're at now. And most of them were making fun of me and saying they're, you know, Bitcoin was going to $1,000 and $1,500 and just ridiculous stuff. Everybody was saying that. Crown was on that same thing. He was saying 1,800. Everybody was saying, you know, that was not the bottom when it was obviously the bottom. It was pretty obvious. Every heard of that Lolly site, earn cash back, BTC, basically when you get to buy stuff on normal sites. Yeah, I've heard of that too. I think Bitcoin Ben was talking about that. Yeah, I think, like I said, guys, I think we'll go up and at least test this 10,480 range. If we pop above that, I believe we are headed to my 10,700 target. We're most likely going to get some resistance here, right at this trend line, the top of the broadening wedge. But yeah, it's either going to be a bullish weekend or we're going to drop, you know, down to the 9,600 range. Actually, let me go into the daily real quick. Yeah, if this is the daily, so if we drop down anytime between now and tomorrow, But 96.50 would be that white trend line that I do believe is going to hold. Again, that's my opinion. But if you look at it, it was resistance, 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 and then we broke through. So that's like 6 touches. And we broke through right here. And if we look over here where we broke through, it was right at support, resistance, support and resistance in the bear market. But we broke through, and I believe that was a sure sign that the bear market was over. But I'm definitely leaning towards the bullish move to the upside within a week. Next week, I think this move's going to happen. Not saying we're breaking the bull flag next week. We could. But this is when it gets serious, guys. When we break above this. And keep in mind, when we break above something like that, you know, who knows when it's going to be. But we'll come up and retest it and then continue up. So if you miss the breakout, you can catch it on the way down and do a buy-in as long as it gets another bounce. As long as it doesn't turn into a fake out, which I highly doubt. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that we're going up from here, guys. As you guys all know, we've watched this since January, which is way back. I'm going to go over this real quick. In case there's anybody in here that hasn't seen it, we'll just kind of go over the Bitcoin versus the gold. Bitcoin daily versus gold weekly chart. And then I'll go back to the chat. If you guys are asking questions that I'm not getting to, just hold on for a minute. But if you look at this, the resemblance is amazing. And that's why I have the 46,000 end of the year target. And if we look, if you guys haven't seen this, I have this white dotted line drawn coming down to where we broke down from the 6,000. From the second peak here, I have the same thing. And again, we've been watching it since January, before it even broke these 2 trend lines. And if you look in gold, I've done the exact same thing. Go back over here, look at the long-term trend line. We had 2 touches on the bottom. Go over to gold, same thing, 2 touches on the bottom before breaking through. Then this blue line is old support in the bear market, drawn across. We broke through it, came back down, tested it for support, shot up. Blue line, old support in the bear market. Blew through it, came back down, tested for support, shot up. This white line here, old support, drawn across. And we have been playing with this white line for quite a while. If you look at gold, we played on that white line, which was drawn off of the old support also. And then I have this trend line drawn from both these peaks. Whoops. You look at Bitcoin, I have the same thing. Once we break through this 13,300 range, guys, it's off to the races. It's going to be a huge move, I do believe. Also, let me show you one more thing. Well, actually, I'll show you in this chart. This is something I was pointing out. People were arguing about it. Doesn't really matter, but we have been watching this falling wedge here in the weekly RSI. And if you look, we're making lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in the price action. That is hidden bullish divergence. And this is on the weekly, so it doesn't mean it plays out quick. But that's extremely bullish, guys. Extremely bullish. Go into the smaller time frame again real quick. What it's looking like. Yeah, it's looking good for this close. It looks like that EMA is most likely going to cross that 200 EMA on the hourly. We'll see. TA said, wait a minute, isn't it bearish? Isn't what bearish? Center said, divergence? What, on the weekly? No, that's hidden bullish divergence. When you get lower lows in the RSI and higher lows in the price action, that's hidden bullish divergence. It's bullish. You can check. I have a link in my channel teaching you about divergence. We go over the basic divergence, regular divergence and hidden divergence. Bearish and bullish. Change to vodka and you're all good, Center Man. Oh, Center Man said, my approach is I don't sleep, drink beer, and chase the highs and lows. Man, that's too stressful. Orleans said, where do you get your shirts from? My wife makes them. She'll have a web page coming up soon. Real soon, guys, for real. It is really almost done. And as soon as it is, I'll put a link in the description. You can get whatever t-shirts you want. If you belong to the Discord, I have the link in there that you put your email in and it tells you when it goes live. Or if you get with me on Discord, I can give you her email address. There we go. It looks like it's going to cross, guys. We should get a nice little bullish move if that AEMA crosses the 200. Center Mass said, but I gotta stay awake to follow you and other couple people I like. Bobby Crypto said you're gonna make a fortune with those t-shirts. Hey, it's an honest way to make money instead of selling people shit scams, right? Maybe you can give a shirt discount code for longtime viewers, Derek. Yeah, we can work something out. Might do something like that. Investing 1,000 today and expecting to retire in 5 years is a stretch. Right Brain said, I'm an artist if you need some more graphic tee designs. Sweet, man. Good looking out. Center Mass said, I haven't quite understood the paid groups yet. They're just scammers. They teach you the basics. They promise you the world. Tell you you're going to be a great trader. When it's the same shit you get for free all over the internet. They're not great traders. They're fucking scammers that are taking your money, and that's how they're getting paid. That's their money. If they were good traders, they wouldn't be fucking charging you for shit. They would just be trading. Buy 5 t-shirts, get 1 free? Possibly. She might be watching. You can ask her. Christian said, I need to pack more bags for the moon landing. Is that a reversal diamond possibly forming on your charts there? Yeah, it's possible. This looks kind of funny on this side. There's really not enough touches here, but it could be possibly. This is the 1 hour. I'll draw it in there just for shits and giggles. Let's see. I don't think so, though. There's just not enough touches. This. If nothing else, I can show you guys how to measure the moves off it. But no, I don't think this is a reversal diamond. It should have more touches than it. But how you would measure the move off of it is right color in here. You would go from the tip of the diamond down to the bottom, and a break of the diamond going up Most of the time, a reversal diamond will break down, so we'll do a measured move. If it was to break down in the next candle, the measured move of that would be around the 10,233, which would line up with that bottom trend line right there. So it is possible, but it can also break up, and the measured move that way is 10,590. But like I said, I don't think that's a reversal diamond there. I was just kind of showing you guys how to measure it out. $100 times gains per year for 10 years. Crypto Kitty said, Savvy, I know it's not financial advice, but how high are you expecting it to go this time? Are you, Crypto Kitty, are you talking about the whole bull run? Look at that, it crossed and we're going up. See let me zoom in so you guys can see it. And again, we're on the 1 hour, but the 80 EMA crossed the 200 EMA, which is pretty damn bullish. And then if the 13 EMA comes up and crosses the 200 EMA, that's pretty damn bullish too. But you go into the longer or the bigger time frames, and for these EMAs to cross the 55, then that's a huge push. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's why I use my EMAs, and that's how I use them, guys, so you guys know. They act as support and resistance. Right now we're above them all in the hourly. That crossed, like I said, if it continues up, and this 13 EMA, when that crosses the 200 EMA, you'll get another big push up. And then again with the 21 EMA, and then the 55, and then you go into the 4 hour, and if those are crossing, if these come up and start crossing the 55, then you know it's super bullish, and we may get to see that this weekend. Who knows? It'll be fun to watch. What do you think about the Heikin-Ashi candles? I don't really play with them. I'd never messed with them. Cindy Hardy, my brother watches your channel too. I just love your style, Savvy. Hope you keep it real, just like you do. I will always be me. I'm not gonna, I get emails all the time with shit coins and shit projects asking me to shill their crap, and they offer to pay you. I won't do that. I don't believe in it. The one thing I didn't like here in the 1 hour is, hold on, I'll show you. See how we got a gap here in this candle? Right there. There's a gap there that needs to be filled on the, another candle coming up afterwards. So if that leaves a gap, we'll probably come back down and then hopefully go back up. But the next hourly candle will probably come back down and fill that gap. So keep that in mind when you're looking at this stuff. I don't know, stretch it out so you can see it, but there's a big gap right here. Canada is like an extension of the US, less the guns, right? Is Litecoin looking bullish? Go over and look at Litecoin. Yeah, Litecoin looks pretty bullish too. Per hour. Yeah, Litecoin looks good. I'd like to see it cross this 55. It crosses the, if it closes, I don't want to say cross, if it closes a 4 hour above the 76.15 area, pretty damn bullish. But yeah, looking pretty good. I think we have a good chance. Like I said, maybe have a nice push up this weekend. If not, I do think next week's going to be extremely bullish. Right Brain said bullish divergence. Bobby Crypto, yeah, I'm in Ohio. Savvy, where do you get your EMAs? What do you mean, where do I get them? I'm on TradingView. They have them on everywhere. I use the 8, the 13, the 21, the 55, and the 200 EMA. G. Golan? If Bitcoin to 46K, like you say, by the end of the year, I can't see Litecoin less than 1,000. I just can't see it. Yeah, I would think Litecoin would probably go between 500 and 1,000. Savvy, would you take profit at 46K? I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna sell any. We'll have to see how it acts when it gets there, but that's not gonna be the end of the bull run. That's just the end of the year target. And let me show you real quick. Yeah, that's something I think people get confused. Like that's the end of the bull market. That's not how I'm looking at it. What I'm looking at is 46,000 would be like, this is where we're at in Bitcoin, right? We go up, this would be the 46,000 range in Bitcoin. We'll have a correction and then continue up. We're going to pass this and then it's unknown territory. I do believe by 2020 to 2021, I believe we're going to see a 6-digit Bitcoin. How do you add those EMAs? You just go into your indicators right up here. Click your indicators and you just look it up. They're exponential moving averages, which is, well, look up moving averages. Right there, moving averages, exponential, and you click that and then you add them in. You can do it manually. 8, 13, 21, 55, and 2000. Yeah, that is a massive correction, but that's what happens in the market. I do have them lines drawn in here, and these lines aren't 100% going to be accurate, guys. It's just giving us an idea. But if you look at the gold compared to Bitcoin, and that correction could bring us all the way back down to the $25,000 range and continue up from there. We'll see how that goes. But the reason I don't sell my Bitcoin, because if that didn't happen and then I had to buy back in and had less Bitcoin, I don't want less Bitcoin. I bought low enough. I don't care about this correction. But I will trade. I'll do swing trades. But why would I trade one Bitcoin, try to get in, when I can do 5 times leverage, and it would be like playing 5 times whatever I would trade physically, if you get what I'm saying. And then I take the profits and I buy more. So if I would short it up there, I would rather lose money than lose my Bitcoin or Litecoin, period. I trade with what I'm willing to lose. And I'm not willing to lose Bitcoin or Litecoin. People don't look at it as big picture. People are thinking about it as cashing out to get cash. Guys, cash is shit. They print it every day. I'm not worried about the cash. I'm looking for the future when Bitcoin is used. Maybe they'll use other currencies, but Bitcoin will be like gold, and then you can take out however much you want to use to spend, which I think Litecoin will be a spending coin, but I don't think I'm ever gonna cash out for fiat. That's not what I'm in this for. I'm in this for the long run. People want to cash out in fiat that's not going to be worth shit. Doesn't make sense. The current monetary system is falling apart right before our eyes. The whole world's monetary system is falling apart. Orlane Savvy, what you think the top of this bull run market will be? 6 digits. I do believe it'll be 6 digits. I mean, there's people calling 400,000, 300,000. I do believe we'll get into 6 digits, 100,000. Yeah, I just, you know, people are coming in to, they're small minded if you're thinking fiat. Yes, she accepts Bitcoin for t-shirt. Yep. She has BitPay. Yeah, t-shirts for Bitcoin's a good idea. Hell yeah, I'm all about Bitcoin and doing whatever I can do to help it. I mean, we all should be doing that. Most people offer discounts when paid for Bitcoin. Yeah, we'll probably do the same. Bobby Crypto said Eth too savvy for the t-shirts. Yeah, I believe she's got a section in there. You can she can put anything on the shirt you want. As long as it's not copyrighted, you know what I mean? So but yeah, she can do any kind of shirts. Need a pattern as a pattern t-shirts. Hell yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a good ass idea for sure. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna get off here. We'll take a quick look at like what's going on, and I'm gonna take off and chill out for the rest of the night, and wake up in the morning. And I hope you ever wake up and look at your phone and there's just a big green candle or red candle that you can't see the end of from the last time you looked at it. That's crazy shit. I love when it's green though. But yeah, it's looking pretty good here, guys. So we'll see. Like I said, keep an eye on these two trend lines here. If we break down from both of these, then we are looking at the 96 to $9,700 range, depending on how long it takes us to get down here. Thanks for stopping in, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to smash the likes. I will be doing an update video in the morning. And make sure you leave comments on the videos when you watch them. My morning updates. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and it helps get them out there. So I'd appreciate it if you guys make sure you leave your comments, whether, I don't care, good, bad, whatever. Just leave a comment. It really helps with the algorithm, which helps support the channel, along with the affiliate links below. Join the Discord if you haven't already. There's a free link down below the video. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great night.